Hey everybody, Brian here from BMad Photo. Being a solo content creator, trying to do video of yourself and photography at the same time can be challenging. So I figured what I would do today on this beautiful, glorious winter's day at the Forest Preserve is just do a quick overview of the equipment I use to make these video/photography adventure videos where I can take you along with me, and maybe give you some tips if you're also trying and interested in trying this out. God, just such a beautiful winter day. It's not ridiculously cold outside. This is going to be a lot of fun today. So as far as equipment, let me just go through the gear I have. First of all, I have my Olympus EM5 Mark III camera, and on the top you can see what I have here is a flash trigger, and I have my 90mm macro lens on here, which is capable of extreme macro, and that's what I'm going to be trying out here today. There's a little bit of a breeze, and you might be wondering, wow, it's such a beautiful sunny day, Brian. Why do you need a flash? Well, I'm going to be using this remote flash trigger along with this flash that I have in my pocket to freeze the motion. Because when we're doing macro up close, the slightest breeze or movement will make it very difficult to get the shot. And when we're dealing with extreme macro, especially outdoors, and not necessarily using a tripod, even what you would think of as normal fast shutter speeds of 1/250 or 1/320 even, are still not going to give us the speed that we really want to get. With a flash, I mean, we're basically freezing motion at the speed of light. So we'll be able to get some really nice macro shots. Let me finish talking about the gear that I have. I do have quite a bit of gear with me out here today. So first of all, like I said, I do have this flash in my pocket. This is a smaller flash. This is my Godox V350O. O means it will work with micro four thirds, specifically Olympus and Panasonic lenses. But I like this one because it's small and light. It's easy to handhold, and it's just a great small compact lens. And the nice thing is it fits in my pocket, so I don't need to worry about a carrying case or some other place to put it. It's easy to get one-handed when I need it. I mentioned the camera already that I have, and the lens, and the flash trigger. So the flash trigger will be wirelessly connected to and firing this flash when we want to use the flash. All right, let's see what else. I'm filming myself on the Osmo Pocket 3 from DJI, and I also have the DJI Mic 2 that came with the Creator Combo. I like that it came with this case. I've actually found that this case, if you have a jacket with a pocket, this is really the perfect place to put it. It snaps or clips onto the top of this case, and you don't have to worry about it, falling off your clothes or, worrying about the magnet. I have just found this. If you have a shirt pocket, and I should probably not be shaking it while I'm talking, but if you have a shirt pocket or a jacket, this is a really good place to put your DJI mic. Clip it onto the carrying case and then just put the case in your pocket. It sticks out, and it's just a great place to get really good clear audio. And I can see the audio level on the front of the Pocket 3. It's not too hot. It's coming in right at the right levels. So yeah, this is good position and a great place to put your DJI Mic 2 without worrying about losing it if you got the Creator Combo with your Osmo Pocket 3. All right, going through the rest of my equipment then. I have this small tripod from Alonzi. This is nice because it's kind of like a selfie stick, but it does expand. I have this for a couple reasons. One is I can put an LED light or even mount a flash on here if I want to. It does have, the screw mount, so I could put a camera on here, but this is not really strong enough to hold cameras, but it's great for phones. And what I really brought it for is the Osmo Pocket 3 that I am filming on. So before I attach it to the Ulanzi selfie stick, I will show you the rest of my equipment. So what I wear on my back is this. Let's see, turn the camera. And this is a Peak Design backpack. And on the side you can see I have a K&F Concept tripod. I generally try to do handheld photography, especially if I'm using a flash with macro. Generally don't need a tripod because, again, the flash is just going to freeze the action. But if I'm doing non-flash macro photography, which I actually prefer, if I'm shooting a stationary subject, I don't need to worry about freezing action. I can actually do a long exposure and get some beautiful natural light in my macro photos. That's great for fungus or mushrooms, or if you're on a very still day with decent light, even grasses, leaves, a brush, whatever you're shooting your macro of. So that's why I have the tripod. Also, I'm going to try to do some focus bracketing and stacking. So when I do that, I will probably also use the tripod. So inside the bag, I do have I have the battery grip on the tripod, so I can also use this. And inside, I have a larger flash. This is the Godox V1, which I probably won't be using today. This right here, this is my favorite and also just my oldest lens. This is a 17mm f1.8 classic lens. This is one of the classic, most popular lenses from Olympus in the Micro Four Thirds system. It's been around forever. I've had this thing probably, maybe 10 years already. And this I really love for street photography. It's a 35mm equivalent, and it supports it supports manual and autofocus. You can just pull this back and you're in manual mode, which I actually really enjoy for street photography, not having to worry about autofocus. I have another clip here if I want to potentially clip the Pocket 3 or the Action 4 to myself. This is one clip that I can use. And I have a connection on here also so it can do a screw mount. So I can attach anything to this. So yeah, that's a pretty light setup for me today. Don't have a lot of my other lenses because I am kind of single focused today. I'm going to do some macro photography. Oh, one other most important thing, I think, for my vlogging, I do like to get some POV vlogging of me actually taking photos and holding the camera, and that's kind of difficult if I'm also holding a flash. So a couple options I have set up. Like I mentioned, I have the Ulanzi selfie stick. I also have this, so let me turn the camera around again. And what is this? I got this idea from Traveling On, who was using a GoPro backpack, I think. So this is not a GoPro backpack, but anyways, I was able to get this Velcro thing that basically attaches to the strap. And what's cool is I can just leave the tripod mount connected to this, and then I can basically just pop the Osmo Pocket 3 off and on this mount on my backpack, and this can give some first-person POV videos, like if you watched my last video. Alright, so anyways, that is the gear that I got, and I know I've been talking a lot about gear, and we're out here to do some photography, and we're just wasting daylight.